This is a tutorial on how to do a CER, often called an SAR, a short answer response. First, we have the claim. It answers the question or addresses the prompt, provides enough background information for the reader to understand the context. The evidence refers to the text using quotation marks or paraphrasing, depending on your teacher's expectations, and provides specific details either from the text or your notes that shows a deep understanding of the topic. The reasoning is where students struggle most. You need to go right back up this CER ladder. How does the evidence support your claim? You should then finish the piece of writing by answering, so what? Why does this information matter in the larger context of the book, if we're talking about ELA, or historical time period? Quick review. The claim is the answer with enough background information to set the stage. The E is evidence. It can be cited or paraphrased depending on the expectations set forth by your instructor. And the reasoning goes right back up and ties that evidence back to the claim. Don't assume that your evidence explains everything perfectly for your reader unless you tie it back to the claim. Last, the highest level answers will answer the so what. Why does this information matter in the larger context of the book or the historical time period? Let's take a look at a non-example showing a number of common student errors. My pretend subject will be, who will win the Super Bowl? The Bucks will win is this claim. Okay? Problem with this claim is it's missing any pertinent information for the background. The Bucks will win what? When is this taking place? There's not enough of the question recapped in the claim for the reader to have a basic concept of what's going on. Also, the Bucks is an informal name. You would want to make sure you spell out the entire team name for this example when presenting your claim. Let's look at the evidence. Tom is better than Patrick, so that's why the Bucks will win. In this one, it refers to the characters or historical figures. We're pretending that applies here. It refers to these people by their first name. That's a low-level, familiar way of writing. We want to always refer to characters and historical figures by their last name. So either their first and last name or just their last name. We also don't have any specific details. Tom is, quote, better than Patrick. This may be true, but there are no details from any sources to support this claim. The reasoning says because Tom is better than the other team, his team will win the Super Bowl. Okay? Common error that students will do here is it doesn't provide enough evidence to support the claim that's new. Right? This reasoning basically reiterates within the evidence, so it doesn't add anything important. It also doesn't answer so what. Why does this question about the Super Bowl matter at all? So here's an exemplar of what a good CER on this same question could look like. Who will win the Super Bowl? During the 55th Super Bowl game, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Tom Brady, the Buccaneers quarterback, has appeared in a record 9 Super Bowls, winning 6 of them. While the Chiefs quarterback is talented, he will not be able to defeat the veteran Brady. This game will prove to be history in the making either way, as statisticians ecstatically rank the 2 greatest quarterbacks of their respective generations. Strengths in this claim. There's enough background information so that we know who, what, when, all those details. We also name everything formally, capitalizing the proper nouns and not abbreviating Buccaneers to Bucks. Okay. In the evidence, Brady is named both his first and last name. And then there is some information here explaining who Tom Brady is, in case my reader is unaware. And then I provided specific facts from my, quote, notes, if I had taken notes on this subject, providing specific details. He's been in 9 Super Bowls. He has won 6 of them. This is why I think he is going to beat Kansas City. And then the reasoning is more developed than the non-example. I intentionally tied my evidence back to my claim. While the Chiefs quarterback is talented, he will not be able to defeat the veteran Brady. So I'm adding that little extra nuance of information there. I'm acknowledging that the Chiefs quarterback, has some positive character traits, but I think that Brady's veteran status will cause him to be the winning quarterback. And then I went on to add that last sentence. Many students will leave this off. If you are a struggling writer, this last sentence can be omitted if your teacher approves. If you are a proficient or accelerated writer, you want to make sure you always have this last sentence in here. Explain why this matters in the larger context. So you'll notice my last sentence takes it away from just who's going to win this game. And it addresses that this will prove to be historic either way because both quarterbacks are possibly the greatest in their generations. Okay. So a few elements that may be specific to your assignment, and you might want to double check with your instructor. How much evidence is expected? Multiple pieces? Are direct quotations expected, or is paraphrasing acceptable? How much development is expected? A CER often sounds like 3 simple sentences. Does the teacher expect more? Multiple pieces of evidence would require multiple explanations. So is this more than a 5-sentence paragraph? If you're asked to write a comparison type paragraph, does the teacher expect to see both comparing and contrasting, or one or the other? A few details to just always double check with your instructor to make sure that you are meeting their expectations so that your writing skill can shine through for your success.